All right, I know people have been going a little bit stir crazy with COVID and the lifestyle changes that everybody's had to make, social changes, financial stresses, all kinds of different changes that have gone on in our society and with our families and with our lives. Today on the episode, we're going to talk a little bit about a financial checkup. And what that means is kind of doing an audit or review of everything that you're paying out right now and your financial products. And I'll give you an example why this is important. I had a client 2 weeks ago that was looking at doing a refinance, and they had a line of credit that was, she didn't know what the interest rate was. So I asked her to go check the interest rate on the line of credit because we were looking if we were going to refinance that into a mortgage at 2.04%. Well, when she looked at her line of credit, she realized that her interest rate was 11.5%. So she was shocked by that. She thought it was somewhere around 3 or 4 because interest rates have dropped. Well, here's the thing. She got that line of credit 3 or 4 years ago when she was in a situation where her income had changed and she was in a bit of a tight situation. Her credit had taken a bit of a hit. And so the bank gave her the line of credit based on her credit rating at the time and what was there. So when she went back to the bank, I said to her, I said, well, you can go back and renegotiate that. Go tell the bank, here's where my situation is now. Here's what my credit is. Can you do better than 11%? Because with most banks, prime rate right now is at 2.45 for lines of credit. So 2.45 versus 11% is pretty substantial. And most banks are prime plus one or prime plus two. So she phoned me back a couple days later. She called her bank. They did a review for her and said, oh, I'm sorry, we gave you this 4 years ago when your credit was bruised. But let's see what we can do. And they called her back and they gave her prime plus two. So she went from paying 11% interest to 4.45% interest, which cut her interest more than in half, which turned out saving her more than $200 a month in interest payments. So, which freed up $200 a month cash flow. So that's the value in doing a bit of a review of your current financial products. I include services in this as well. In my own house, we did a TV review because our TV bill was atrocious. So the phone call goes something like this. Bring ring, hello service provider. Hi, it's customer A. I noticed you've got a deal on for new customers where it's no charges for 3 months and this fee and this fee and this fee. Well, I've been a longtime customer of yours for 15 years, and I would love to get the same benefits that your new customers who have never been with you get. Could you do me a favor and review my file and see if you can do better than what you're doing? Because I'm just evaluating my services and I'd like to look at other providers. I'd like to keep the business with you, but there are other offers out there. And if I can change my offer, then I would love to move my services to someone that's going to give me that sort of respect. Now, you don't have to be pointy or snotty about it. Keep in mind, the person on the other end of the phone is just trying to get a paycheck. It's not personal. You don't have to be offensive. You don't have to be growly with them, but just phone them and ask them for a review. Hey, I noticed you've got this great deal out for new customers. As a longtime customer, I would like that same deal. Usually what happens is they'll give it to you for 6 or 8 months or a year. Bonus, you save money in the short term. Put a note in your calendar. Down the road, another year. Phone them back, do the same thing. It works every time. This is a great time to look at your bank service charges, to look at fees that you're paying in various credit cards. Phone your credit card companies, ask for an interest rate review and see if they'll do an interest rate review. All of those kinds of things. It's a great time to do a financial audit because you'll find there's money in the trees that you didn't even know existed. If you have questions or comments about this, or maybe how to make those phone calls, give me a shout anytime. Phone, DMs are open, text. You can find me online on social media. You can find me at my website, joelscott.ca, and we'd be happy to do a review with you and have that conversation. Thanks for watching the Mortgage and Money Morning Show. Don't forget to tell a friend if you found value in this today. Check out my YouTube channel, Joel J. M. Scott. There's an entire library of videos you can check out there.